everybody, it's the Normies. We're here to watch Black Sails. Woo! And we are on the penultimate episode of Season 2, Episode 9, 17. Chapter 17, I guess.
Oh, bankruptcy.
Man, shit's about to go down. SEAL Team Bane is in position.
I know.
Flint and,
Barlow?
Flint, Barlow, and Ash are with Papa Ash.
Yep.
And they're about to
have a powwow.
They're about to have a powwow, and Vane's about to fuck it all up. Papa Guthrie's dead.
Yep.
Eleanor Guthrie is... Did she find out about it?
Yeah. He was like crucified down there.
She found out about it. Well, we don't have a whole lot of time, guys, so we're going to get started. Remember, this is not a market substitute. Please watch this on your own time. Watch it on Stars or watch it on Hulu. That's how we're doing it. Do what you do. If you want to get ahead on these episodes, check out our Patreon. If you want to see the uncuts, you can do that there. Support us on our Patreon. Helps us grow our channel and do lots of cool stuff for you guys. We also have a gaming channel. Check that out. Chris is playing Star Wars right now. So that's pretty dope. And if you don't want to do all that, just join us in the comments or hit the like button because that's the best thing you can do for us for free $99.
It actually costs money. We just don't tell you about the hidden fees.
It takes a third of a cent out of your bank account. Or office space.
Everyone must take a side, he says. Those people out there heard him, and they came to my door not to pay their respects, but because when this war begins, they want to make sure I don't mistake them for enemies.
Damn.
Is that why you've come? Or have you yet to choose a side?
I want to know how she answered that.
Oh.
Right.
Only time will tell. Jackrack.
Max is on her own side.
Just finalising the route, sorting out supplies. I assume we depart tomorrow at some point.
Oh, God.
Gotcha.
I feel like that answered our question.
And that's a gotcha.
However, I ask that you remember that...
No, I don't remember shit. That was a long time ago.
When I received that despicable letter, I was given to dark thoughts. It would seem only reasonable then that I bear an equal measure of gratitude to the man who rescued her from it. Were it not for that gratitude, you and I would not be speaking like this. Because while I knew you once, called you friends once, I cannot fathom how those people I knew turned into you.
Ask me that. I will be truthful.
Hey, we want answers too.
When did you first arrive in Nassau?
2 months after we saw you last in London.
The first accounts of Captain Flint raiding shipping in the area began in June. You became the captain of the pirate crew in 4 months.
I became the captain of the pirate crew faster than
And how long after that was it that you decided to murder Alfred Hamilton?
I encouraged James to find him and to kill him. If you're going to blame anyone for it, please blame me.
Whoa.
The governor may know who you are. I only know what you are. If either one of you gets any closer to the governor than you just did, I will be forced to consider that a threat to his person.
Damn.
And I will shoot you where you stand.
Damn.
It is exactly as Thomas proposed all those years ago.
Yes, but then we were talking about less than half the number of criminals on the island.
We also didn't have the most respected captain on the island standing in advocacy of our plan. We didn't have the trade boss of the island actively working to reform operations there. Now we do. And we didn't have a man who has established himself as the new world's most committed pirate hunter endorsing it.
Oh, some big moves.
And Providence will only ever succeed insofar as its governor can make it so. Were I to make this case to the men I know in Whitehall, the first question they will ask...
I don't think that there's a part for Captain Flint in Nassau's future. He will have to go away and leave James McGraw and Lady Hamilton to retire to the interior in peace.
Something wrong?
Nerves. I'm fine.
This is too quiet.
Vane's out there somewhere doing something terrible.
Shit's about to just pop off.
Oh, what's happening? I don't like it.
Oh, Vane's in a ship, maybe?
No, did they kill Randall?
They didn't kill Randall.
They killed Randall?
Oh my God.
Fucking Billy's all the way up here.
Billy's safe.
Yeah, but I mean, if a fight breaks out and he can't help,
Billy's gonna see it all go down. Oh my God. Why'd they kill Randall?
Are they just killing them in their sleep?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they are.
Fuck, you gotta sound the alarm.
Oh God.
Oh.
I would literally just hop into water somewhere.
You gotta fight to win now.
Billy!
Oh! I can't believe they killed Rand.
Fuck.
God. Oh. I don't know to root for Billy or Vane.
Billy!
I like them both.
Billy!
Billy! Oh, it's done for. That's
Shit.
it. It's done.
I felt like Billy was winning there for a second.
Fucking secure. You gotta be shitting me, dude.
You said Captain Flint would have to disappear for this plan to work.
Did I ever tell you where that name came from?
I told you of my grandfather, who raised me. In his youth, he was a
So pretty.
deckhand on a privateer off the coast of Massachusetts.
Place probably still exists.
And one night he was alone on the lane watch at anchor in the Boston harbor when he sees this man climbing out of the water. The stranger approaches my grandfather and asks him for a little rum. Man said that he'd fled his fishing trawler, accused of killing another man. And when asked his name, man simply replied, Mr. Flint. The stranger never said whether he was guilty of the killing or why he chose that ship or where he was bound. He just sat there. My grandfather was in Boston for a month after that, never heard a word about a killing or a fugitive at large. It was as if the sea had conjured that man out of nothing and then taken him back for some unknowable purpose.
It's a dope origin story.
Yeah. That's cool.
When I first met Mr. Gates and he asked me my name, I feared the man I was about to create.
Wow. Gates was his first connect.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And I was determined only to wear him for a while and then dispose of him when his purpose was complete. Truth is, every day I've worn that name, I hated him a little more.
James.
Damn it.
They're ready for you downstairs.
I feel like she has something to say. Just say it.
Captain, put the crew to the sword yet. So whether we swim to the beach and likely face the nose, or else do nothing, in which case it's the sword.
Man, I'm very upset about Randall.
Where we going? To execute the third option. Persuade Captain Vane to surrender the ship.
Alright, John.
I mean, they can maybe stealth kill as many as they can.
He's coming here. How could I be expected to trust one of you?
I am no pirate, sir. I'm an Englishwoman. I will be the end of piracy in this place, and it begins tonight. I discovered a plan by one of the crews on the beach to reclaim a prize that is so large it would upset our world here. I identified the members of that crew with the specific knowledge of the whereabouts of that prize.
Oh god, she's gonna
I
kill all of them?
ended their endeavor.
When did it?
Oh, she already did it.
How?
Eleanor's not fucking around. Whoa.
Just like that.
Did you hear someone silently?
Jack! Get out of there!
Not Jack, bro.
Get out of there, Jack! Oh,
She's not.
Anathan Bonnie.
Maybe she's gonna fight everybody off one-handedly.
And no hesitation.
Ah, that's in the dick.
In the dick. Oh, Jack, fuck him up.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Man's
What the fuck was this all about?
The assassins.
I mean, I know, but like, they gotta be really confused. They're like, fuck,
Yeah.
what?
Did you send one to Max too?
I don't know.
It would be wise not to tempt fate any further. Eleanor would be returning from the interior sooner than later. Can you say without those men?
No. Like,
Yes. Fuck it. Fuck her.
Fuck her. Fuck her.
There's like 4 people in this room. That's like all we got for this boat.
We'll get us our prize.
Max, you should leave.
Yeah, Max, you wanna come help with the sales and shit
Alright.
then? Like, are you gonna just
And, I mean, we need muscle.
fucking Max, never been on a boat. Like, can you sail a whole ship with 3 people?
We said the first day the ship can't sail till it's repaired, which could take hours, yes. Here, but the longer Captain Vane remains in this harbor, the more dangerous it is for him. But the moment you get out there and sever that line, they'll send a team of men down here to clear the hold again. We've faced them once, which makes trying to second time that much more insane. Perhaps.
That's John's element, insanity.
Are you suggesting we do this to save ourselves, or are you suggesting we do it to save the crew?
Nah, he's got a good point, because they could swim away and they will be 100% alive, and maybe they can integrate into society or what the fuck ever, but like, everybody on the boat is dead, including Billy and all of them, you know what I mean? I think he sees Randall's death as like something that he wants to avenge, but this is the only way he knows how to actually do it.
This is the first time.
This scene is a
He
good...
being like he
Selfless.
stands for something other than himself.
This scene is a good parallel to the book because there's some ship sabotagery that also happens. So it's interesting.
When Jack and I attempted to alter the vote on your ship, it was intended to induce key men on your crew to defect. It was with an eye toward recruiting you. Proper pirate, committed to our way of things, committed to a life free of the yoke.
Fuck you. You have no fucking idea what's going on here.
Flint stole from me and I'm making it right.
Exactly. You hate Flint. I hate Flint.
We all fucking hate him.
When the Navy arrives, they aren't going to give a fuck what belongs to you, or what belongs to me. I saw it with my own eyes.
The garrison on Harbour Island and the commander just waiting for the order to begin his assault against us and exterminate every last one of us. Right now, Flint's plan is the only plan.
This is like just logic, Vane. I know you disagree, but
Vane's like, well, shit. Could have used all those people we just killed.
If we are to persuade them to ally with you, then we have to completely redefine their understanding of who you are, what you are.
oh,
Rebranding.
propose we do
New logo and shit.
with the truth.
tell him that he was in love
I will come with you to Nassau.
with old boy.
You will stand up and you will tell your story. You will tell them about the affair with Thomas.
Oh God.
Explain to them what it drove you to do.
No.
Captain Flint will be unmasked, the monster slain,
My bad.
and in his place will stand before all the world a flawed man.
He's not...
It's forgiveness.
I mean, it's politics
No.
now.
He's not wrong, but I don't think the people are gonna have
No.
any heart.
I don't feel
to
like
be
it's
like, oh,
with that truth.
poor.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's
They're not gonna be like, oh, this poor
that
guy.
is wrong.
They're gonna be like, the fuck, you ruined a
You
marriage.
can force someone to come out in like what is it, the 18th century?
Well, for the greater good.
You can't do that. That's a suicide.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Oh, he touched
She
a
knows
girl.
it. She knows it.
You're talking about pirates and homosexuality, two
Your
of like the most
clock,
hated things in this time period. Probably.
Where did you obtain it?
Was that her clock back in the day?
It looks very much like one that used to reside in my husband's parlour in London. Identical, in fact. I don't remember gifting it to you. It was there when I left.
It was a gift.
From whom?
From your father-in-law.
Yep.
Oh God. Oh God.
From Alfred Hamilton.
The Earl was no friend of yours, yet he grants you gifts from his own home. Why would he do that?
All these years it never sat right with me how
Somebody
Alfred was
snitched.
able to turn the Navy against James.
Alfred came to you, didn't he? Asked you to betray Thomas in exchange for which he'd
Let-
see you made king in the new world.
And the deal is off.
Well, you gonna be James, you gonna be Flint.
Perhaps this is an opportunity for us all to find a little forgiveness.
No, man.
Forgiveness?
You ruined our lives.
What forgiveness are you entitled to? You stand back in the shadows, pushing James out in front of the world to be laid bare for the sake of the truth. When does the truth about your sins come to light?
You know nothing of my sins.
Yeah, and we want to know is the point.
Threatened my family. Were you there when I visited Thomas at the hospital?
To confess my sins and heard him offer his full and true forgiveness.
I don't know if I believe
He knew
you.
I had no choice in the
No
matter.
choice.
A hard choice, made under great duress, but with the intent to achieve the least awful outcome. You wish to return to civilization. That is what civilization is.
Damn. Damn.
In your face.
Easy.
Barlow.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
The most important thing is what comes next. What will you make of this?
You destroyed our lives!
Miranda.
Thomas died in a cold.
I am trying to
dark
help
place
you.
because-
What more do you want from me?
I want to see this whole goddamn city, this city that you purchased with our misery, burn. I want to see you hanged on the very gallows you've used to hang men.
Barlow,
Fast lighter
let's
than
calm
this. I
down.
want to see that noose
You know you're
around your
security,
neck.
right?
And I want to pull the fucking lever with my own two hands!
not what I wanted. Do not shoot him. Don't shoot!
She was literally just yelling. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
What? What?
What? How do we deal with it?
Fucking fuck. Ashley didn't allow you to come back in the room, bitch. Barlow dead AF.
From the list.
Bro,
Well, looks like we didn't kill enough of them.
Who are you?
why is everybody doing everything right now?
Oh my god, doofus. Who was that?
I suggest we step aside, sir.
What follows is a message from the Lord Governor of the Carolina Colony. I trust in the good faith of your arrival, and I accepted Captain Flint as my guest. I now regret to inform you that he has violated that trust in a most deceitful manner.
No, he fucking.
Therefore, this trial and its resulting sentence will be swift, just, and final.
God damn.
How's that a trial?
Established beyond any shadow of a doubt that the rule of law lives in Carolina. And that the death of piracy in the New World has never been nearer than today.
Nassau's strongest when she's feared. And if what promises to happen here tomorrow actually happens, a trophy made of one of her most notorious captains, she may never be feared again. So I suggest we do something about this.
God damn it.
Yes!
I suggest we
We what?
get him the hell out of there.
Yep, let's go. They're about to fuck shit up.
Oh!
This is my favorite episode so far.
This is good. Yeah, this is
Well,
good.
Barlow's dead!
I understand you hold in your possession 10 pardons for whomever was to deliver you, Captain James Flint.
The 10 pardons were real?
Eleanor.
I thought they were bluffing.
No, sit there, real, but we're gonna tell them that.
I hate this
This is Eleanor
guy.
Guthrie, the trade boss in Nassau, without whom it cannot function.
You bitch, you bitch.
I think they're lying about the parts. I think they're gonna fucking kill him.
This motherfucker.
Horny gold.
Hey man, he was just he lost his fort. You know,
Yeah, fuck him!
I kind of feel for Horny Gold. He's just doing his, he's just doing him.
Lost your
Bro.
fort? It's his goddamn fault he lost it.
Bros. Whoa.
You lost it, you get over it.
Whoa.
You know what this show is teaching me? And I take that some of the issues, I know that, I don't know like how much of it is real and how much of it is not, but just that humans and human society cannot, for the fucking life of us and to probably our detriment, like focus on shit that's on the horizon. It's always problems now, problems now, problems now. Oh fuck, we're on the horizon. Big problem. We'll fix it, which only causes another problem on the next horizon. Like, this is where we're at now. It's gonna continue, like forever. Like we just can't.
Oh
God.
my god. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like what Lord Ash was saying. He's like, you want to go back to society. This is what society is.
Right? I had to snitch on you in order to fucking get my shit, because, God.
There's probably, I mean, man, that was wow.
Man, they killed Barlow, dude. That's the only thing I'm like stuck on right now.
And Randall.
Like,
yeah.
But like, she was just like arguing, yelling, and like, this dude, fuck him.
She was right though.
Yeah.
And Flint ends up hanging him, and what she wanted.
She
like
was.
the fucking child on fire.
She was right, but if they could have all just calmed down.
Put their shit to the side.
What
But
do you
that's it
mean?
though. It's like, this is, all right, if I was saying, because I'm always for like, put your shit to the side. And yeah, she should have been able to, but I think they were kind of getting to that conclusion. But like, if this was any other show, you know what I mean? It'd be like, yeah, but like they killed like her husband, the dude who was her, even if they weren't romantic partners, they were partners. And they'd been together for who knows how long. It died in a cold, dark place because of that dude.
Yeah.
And because of the shit that dude allowed to happen. And that guy became a king.
And
because of
She
it.
was exiled for years.
Yep.
In a
He
place
wasn't
where she
alive.
never wanted to be, and she hated it. Like that's like being in prison. This was like being in prison for her for something she hasn't done and had no involvement with.
Yeah.
So like, tell me to take it easy and put my fucking life aside. So like, how long was she in Nassau? 20 years. So you're in prison for 20
Oh,
fucking
man,
years,
that's
and you're supposed to
20.
put that aside.
Yeah, no, fuck no. But also, I just like God, like I'm right there, but she did not need to be fucking killed for just yelling like. And I know he was a fucking hard ass, but like that's like.
I feel like Flint at this point is gonna be just like fuck it, mask off. Like he's.
But I mean, they can't though. Like they legitimately, Flint is the one person who I know what I said about him in the past. Flint's the one person who at least has his eye on the future and is like, this is what's happening. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. Can we fucking do this?
But after this, I think if I'm sure Vane will be able to get Flint out of there. I hope. But like I feel like after this, I think Flint might realize that okay, I don't think this is a reality that's ever gonna happen because it's just not.
Fucking Charlestown.
It's just not because I think what's gonna happen now is all-out war. Vane is gonna save Flint. They're gonna go back to Nassau. They're gonna realize Eleanor's been taken. Yeah. Billy's gonna be like, "Yo, those ships, they're still 40 miles away," and I think they're gonna build up Nassau as like an army, and I think it's gonna be just all-out war.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if like how much he really forgave Ash.
How much of this is historically accurate is what I'm curious about at this point. Because I really am interested in how Nassau became... We know in today's time that Nassau is indeed...
It's a nice place.
A nice place. So how did it get there? I'm really actually curious. And once this is all done, I am going to be interested in like the actual history behind it all. But I mean,
I know that like the people in the show, like besides Captain Flint, but like Captain Vane was a real pirate. Anne Bonny was a real pirate. So a lot of these characters, they were real people in history, but obviously I don't know. It's probably kind of like Vikings. They just take a bunch of people and just mesh their stories together, you know.
I hope that Rackham and his crew went, despite being like not having enough like people on the ship. They went to get the gold because now they like Nassau needs that gold. They need to take it and come back to Nassau with it because that's the only thing that will save them at this point.
They're selling a whole ass ship with like 3.5 people.
I think they got more. They just kind of killed like the key members of the crew.
Oh, and I know we're pouring out one for Barlow and Randall, but like really the whole OG crew, like Vane killed everybody, like all the familiar faces we've gotten used to seeing. This was like black dude with this was like season 2 ending. This was Black Sail's Red Wedding.
Yeah.
Like, this was.
Yeah.
So I do think that for the future in Nassau, that it's somewhere in between what Flint wants and what Vane wants, and if they could work together, they'd be a fucking powerhouse. Yeah. But it is like, we do need to be feared because if you're trying to become an independent country or even become back into the fold, like if you can't protect yourself, no one's gonna fucking respect you. Yep. But also, you can't be bloodthirsty pirates because they'll be too afraid to integrate with you and too afraid to work with you. And there is a middle ground, but like that's the hard part. Like balance is obviously harder than anything else.
Right. I think that's gonna happen. Vane is gonna obviously save him, so I could see a Vane Flint partnership now.
Yes. But yeah,
mortal
after everything
enemies
is going down, fuck everything else.
Fuck! This was such a good episode. This was. I did not expect those things to happen.
Ah, man.
I did not expect those things to happen.
Vane is the best. I like that he, despite him being like such a fucking stubborn, stupid self, he was able to like listen to Billy Bones, and be like, yeah, you were right. Like I was wrong, you were right. I'm publicly announcing that I was wrong, and here's what we have to do now. You know, like that takes fucking guts.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Not a lot of leaders are able to like come in front of their crew and say, "Hey, I made a mistake."
Yeah.
That's what makes him a good leader.
That is true.
Though.
That is true. That's why his crew's like with him till the end. Like they're not afraid of him, and they're not hateful of him. Like he has his crew's
He
loyalty.
comes as he is. He comes as he is.
Yeah.
But like I mean, people were complaining about me hating on Flint a lot. And I still stand by what I said though. Like Flint's leadership style, I don't agree with. I sympathize with him, but I still think Vane's leadership style to me appeals more.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having hated Flint. Like at this point in the show, without knowing the rest of the show, like anytime people comment, they're always commenting with hindsight.
With hindsight, yeah.
So at this point in the show, without knowing anything else, I mean like. Flint is definitely more
Flint
like.
was horrible.
Yeah, Flint was likable.
Yeah.
Flint is likable now that you know everything. But before that, I can't imagine anybody was watching the show and be like, yeah, that guy's cool.
Like
Right.
before his
Like-
like the truth came out about him and everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like the thing that
I'm sorry. So just keep that in mind when you're commenting. You have hindsight of what happens.
Yes.
it's like the thing that I said, like if I'm talking about, I know a lot of people look at shows like this and you're like, oh yeah, like who would I be? Would I be Flint? Would I be Vane? But it's much more like, who would I be serving under? Because you gotta work your way up to that. And it's like, do you want to be on Flint's crew? Do you want to be on Vane's crew? We're like, yeah, Vane's crew is hard and they're all fucking super murderers, but also they like, it seems like they have, there's a correct understanding of hierarchy, there's direct goals.
Yeah,
Vane is
there's
like,
no
hey,
drama.
I fucked up, right? He's like, hey, Eleanor took the girl. I lost the girl. And his crew was like, oh shit, we're gonna kill you. He's like, no, the backup plan is that we're gonna go fucking crucify our father. And they're like, oh God. And then he was like, we'll leave the body here for her to find it and we're gonna go get that ship because that's what I said we're gonna do. So like, but like Flint would have killed 4 of his fucking main dudes in order to hide the fact that like the girl was missing. And like dressed up fucking John Silver as the chick. Like, that's the way that like Flint leads.
Oh my god.
That is so fucking true.
I really don't know whose crew I would be on. Like, I want to say Vane because they have their shit together, but they're also dumb as shit.
Yeah.
They're like a
They're not as organized.
They're like a well-mannered stick of dynamite with a short fuse.
Just could exploding, but Flint's is I don't know. So they both suck. I want to be on Jack Rackham's crew.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
actually, I'm still
Well,
I'm still crew
If
Rackham.
you were that, then you would 50% be dead by now.
Well, here's the thing: is that I'm an underachiever. I would be really good at my job very quietly, and people like I would still be on the boat.
Yeah, and I still don't like Max. Max is probably like the least likable person for me in the show because she's always just like, "What? We should be able to make it work, right? Yeah,
Well.
you guys go do your thing. I'll stay here, and yeah, you guys go get that shit."
I like Max way more now than I like that. Like I didn't like her at all at the very beginning because
Yeah.
I think she was like very stupid and like very like acting on emotions.
Yeah.
And she's getting more cunning and more calculative,
Yeah.
which is good for her.
She's moving
but
up in
she's
life.
also very like
Short-sighted still.
yeah, she's still short-sighted. And I don't know.
So, dear historians out there, correct me if I'm wrong, and I also am keenly aware that Game of Thrones isn't a historical document, but Littlefinger ran a whorehouse and he also got a bunch of information from it. Is it just like historically known that like whorehouses has become like an information dump that's like,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
just like where all the intel comes through, right? Because
You're sexy.
if I'm willing to get a discount for a Blumpkin, I would totally.
Oh God, come on.
So when like on those ages there were no like therapists and those men needed to vent and that was the only like they thought safe place for them to vent. But
Little did
that
they
is
know.
that is
Well.
how those secrets were dispersed for sure.
I bet
So
those-
hashtag-
I bet those women made just as much money, like
On
just
secrets?
on secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just yeah.
Yeah.
So hashtag sex work is real work.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Have
job.
you-
It's a job.
Have I had sex for money before? Is that what you're asking?
No, but like, why would it not be real work?
made a video before?
I mean, this is a whole entire argument on the internet. This is gonna be a flame war now. in the comments.
Well, guys,
That
it's a
was.
job. It's a job.
Is next episode the season finale?
That is
Yeah?
the season finale. This was
It's
the
the
penultimate.
oldest job.
And shit's gonna
I
go
would
down. Vane's gonna go into fucking Carolina and be like, "Fuck all you well-mannered
Right.
bitches. I'm gonna kill everything."
It kind of reminds me of, I know, once again, I'm just fucking myself up here, but Pirates of the Caribbean, when they have to go and rescue fucking Bobby Schmurder from being hung, Jack Sparrow from being hung. And it's like super ridiculous. I want to see like a kind of grittier, more like, ooh, yeah, version of that where it's like, oh, ugh. You know what I mean? People aren't like,
Disney?
yeah, well, less Disney. And I think we're gonna get that.
I'm curious to see the people of Carolina because like this whole black and white of like pirate
Carolina,
society and civilized society, like they're gonna be just as shitty. Anytime you're in a crowd, like whenever Flint's trial is happening or whatever, they're gonna be just despicable people. Like,
Are you about to mention the thing about Charlestown?
Society is just society. There's no good society or bad society.
So-
It's just society.
As specifically to Flint's homosexuality or
Yeah.
bisexuality, I'm still not sure.
I think it's homosexual.
With that in consideration, the pirate society is going to have much more understanding and be much more welcoming of that than the actual civilized society that will fucking crucify him and publicly hang him and cheer on him.
I mean, hold on real quick though, specifically about Charlestown in history. It's a huge slave port. Like, Charlestown is instrumental into the fucking slave trade. So, like, my feelings about Charlestown, I'm with Barlow. Like, that shit should have been burnt the fuck down.
Burn it down.
Like, fuck them all. Like, I know that they're in there with their civilized society and a little black dude, like, walks in the room and he's just like, oh, excuse me, I need you outside. But, like, Charlestown there's a fucking slavery museum there now. Yeah. In today. So, like,
even when,
that's horrible.
Fuck their morals. They ain't shit.
Even in the previous episode, like, when they were walking through the city, we saw, like, there were a bunch of slaves in, like, cages and stuff.
So, like, I mean, right here, right now, like, while we're supposed to be like, yeah, Charlestown is what society eventually becomes, but, like, if I'm a fucking pirate and I'm black, I'll be like, I mean, like,
there's no future.
You know what I mean? I'm fucking
There's
Mr.
no
Scott.
future
I'm
for
like,
me, yeah.
I got no future. I'm obviously going to continue to be a pirate till y'all kill me, because the alternative ain't shit that I'm riding with.
Shitty plan. Ash was just like, okay, so here's what we're going to do. You just tell them everything, and they'll feel sympathy for you.
Like, and like, you know that they're not. They put like, well, I mean, I think what he was trying to get at, he was kind of he was like, because he was gaming the system, and he was just trying to get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Man, that was a hell of an episode.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We can't wait for the finale.
If you want to jump ahead to the finale, it's probably on our Patreon right now. But if you want to stick around on YouTube, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Black Sails with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Also check out our live gaming channel, merch, and social links in the description. Shout out to Luis, Joe, Nasser, NYR fans, Smoke'em, Ruby, Christian, Sean, Allison, Edward, Neko, Flower House, Kelly, and Keyboard Junkie. We'll see you next time.